Sponsored by Eggland's Best. I'm Matt Piper in New York. It was their first conversation in months, and President Biden told his Russian counterpart not to invade neighboring Ukraine.
The 2-hour call had the president warning Vladimir Putin of severe economic consequences should he invade Ukraine.
Specific, robust, clear responses should they be required.
On top of new sanctions, the president's national security advisor says the U.S. would send additional arms to Ukraine and look at boosting the existing American troop presence in Eastern Europe. Jake Sullivan called it a direct and straightforward message from Mr. Biden.
There was no finger wagging, but the president was crystal clear about where the United States stands on all of these issues.
Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
A judge has blocked the last remaining COVID-19 vaccine rule for businesses.
It's another setback for the Biden administration and its efforts to get Americans vaccinated. A federal judge says the president's attempt to require employees of federal contractors to be inoculated oversteps the federal government's authority. 7 states, including Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, and Utah, filed the lawsuits. Other similar mandates have been shot down previously. The administration hoped the mandates would convince reluctant Americans to get the Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
When it comes to the Omicron variant, Dr. Anthony Fauci says early evidence finds while it does spread more easily, it's also less severe.
It is very likely that the last thing that we'll get a good handle on will be the broad severity or not of the infection.
Have you tried to ask Alexa anything today? She may not be responding.
The company provides cloud computing services to a bunch of things you use every day. Outages were reported for Netflix, Disney+, Kindle, Alexa, Venmo, Roku, Ring security cameras, and more. Amazon says it has identified the root cause of the problem and is actively working towards recovery. While a lot of the services have started trickling back on, expect loading to be slow. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
The Treasury Secretary estimates the U.S. will no longer be able to pay its bills by next week. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says they have a plan that would allow Democrats to increase the debt limit without Republican votes.
Our goal has been to increase the debt limit. We want a simple majority without a convoluted, risky, lengthy process, and it looks like the Republicans will help us facilitate that.
Minority Leader Mitch McConnell.
This is in the best interest of the country by avoiding default.
In Hawaii, a remembrance for 80 years since the Pearl Harbor attack with some living service members in attendance. This is CBS News. Today, better nutrition.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News Adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.
Okay.